Hey everyone, I'm in FIFA 22 and I'd like to talk about a bit of a problem that I've encountered, and indeed it was from Dimitri on my channel, and he was asking how do you change the time of day when you're playing a game in Ultimate Team of FIFA 22, and I thought, oh yeah, that's easy enough to miss. So what you normally do is you go into squad battles, or whatever game you're playing. Squad battles, you have the most control over this. It might work in the other ones, but typically that's what I play a lot of. So let's select an opponent, select a difficulty, and then go in here. And the thing people often miss is when they're picking their side and blah, blah, blah. And then you get to this page here, and nearly here, nearly here. Here, you normally hit play match and away you go. But there's this area, game settings. Now, game settings in the past, you used to go down here and you would see the ability to change time of day, weather, season, etc. But you can see these are grayed out. And if I hit any of them, it just goes back to here. And I was like, what on earth? I'm sure I've been able to adjust that in this and in previous games. And the problem is this. If you're using, which most people are, the foot stadiums, you can't change these. And apparently the reason for this, from what I can find online, is that they work best at certain times of the day because of the construction of the stadiums. So they lock this. So if you want to play at a different time of day to what this is as default, you need to pick a stadium that's not a foot stadium. So where do you do this? Where do you get other stadiums? And I'll just prove this, that this does unlock for you. So if we back all the way out, so I'm hitting B to go back, back, back. You're probably used to that in FIFA 22. Oops, I've backed out too much. Hang on. Oh no, I haven't. Keep going. There we go. Right, so when you're back to the root menu of FIFA Ultimate Team, right button over to club or whatever it is on your platform, and then pick stadium. And I did do a stadium guide where I show you how to buy different stadiums and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, have a little look at that video. But I've got under structure, here's where you've got your stadium template, and this is where you pick a stadium. So you need to have different stadiums in your area here, because if you've only got the foot ones, all of these ones, I checked them all and they all grey out, so they're all locked to a specific time of the day. However, if you've got a non-foot stadium like Anfield, for example, because I'm a Liverpool fan, or Bay Arena, I also checked, this was just another one I had, but if I pick Anfield, and it'll say that your customization options will be limited when not using my stadium. Are you sure you want to do it? Blah blah blah. So the downside is all of the configuration, like seat colors and trophies and all that sort of stuff, are going to be very limited doing this, but I can't see another way around it. So we've selected Anfield. You know it's selected because at the bottom of the badge it shows as a little green icon. Come back out, so BB on the Xbox, and again. And now if we go into the play area, we should be able to adjust time of day, season, and etc. So let's see. So if we go to play, so left button over to play, A to select squad battles, and then we'll come in here, do the same as we did before, pick a squad, pick a difficulty, advance again, advance. And then here, game settings, check this out. So look, season I can now adjust. Woohoo! I could also adjust a time of day. So you can see it defaults to in the middle of the day at Anfield, but I am free to pick a different time if I want. And look, can you see the picture changes to show the lights are on there? So a little bit of light there, lots of light there, and the later we go, it now won't amend. So if you like playing at night, you can do that. You can also change the weather, so whatever suits your play here. So we could have 9:30 at night with a bit of snow. All right, so if I come do that, it should save that. So I'll just go back in and just double check it did that. Snow, 9:30 p.m, natural grass, default, blah, blah, blah. Cool, so let's start the game and just check that does indeed work. So we'll launch the game.
Anfield,
look at that,
it's
snow.
Anywhere in the football world.
I suppose.
I'm Derek Ray,
Will we
and with
see?
me here on the commentary box is Stuart.
Yeah, I suppose though.
And we've got a
I can't tell whether that's night time or not from here. I'm just trying to think how I can sort of zoom out. Maybe we'll see on a bit of a replay in a minute.
Their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back,
There's definitely snow.
and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a
can't
pretty good
tell
game here.
How dark it is at the minute. I'll just play for a moment, just see whether we can.
Here's how it looks for the
It's very,
Vipers.
very bright, isn't it?
Alisson gets the nod in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Joe Gomez in central defence. And the starting
Normally,
role
I suppose you would
attack
see
today is handed to
multiple
Timo
shadows.
Werner.
Can't quite see whether we've got that or not. They're probably going to score against me now. How embarrassing. No, tackle. Can I see it? Yes, it is. Look, there you go. Night time. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, and I shot a Grealish there as well. So that's it. I'm going to forfeit the match, which I hate doing because it's going to count as a loss. But I'll just prove to you just some of the other stadiums also don't work. So I think I had the top stadium on, didn't I? So we'll just go club, stadium, structure, stadium, and then even the standard one, foot stadium. So you would think that one, surely that doesn't really matter whether it's day or night. But I suppose it's got no floodlights by the looks of it, has it? So let's just prove it to you. So we'll just go here, play, squad. Now I'm away now, so it'd be interesting to see what we can do here. Look, Foot's Challenger Stadium is their one, so I can't change it. So I'm going to come back out of that. Let's see if we can find a home one. Because that's not the stadium I picked, typical. What about this one? So that says Foot Stadium home. I should have seen that. There you go. See Challenger Stadium away. Those ones don't show, so we'll see this one. Actually, that was the other stadium that we needed to check, so you can see that one doesn't work. And there you go. You see, you can't change it. But there at least is a workaround. So buy yourself a stadium, and away you go, and all is good there. If you're not sure how to buy a stadium, why don't I just finish up on that for you? So to do that, you need to come all the way out back to the root menu of FIFA Ultimate Team. And then when you're on the root menu, you want to go to the transfers. Don't go into the player transfers, otherwise you won't find it. Transfer market. And then you want to right button over to stadium and then pick the item type that you want. So I've hit A here and I'm looking for stadiums. There we go. And then just search. And then you'll find various stadiums and their prices. So get the Emirates Stadium for 4,000, Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium for 2,200, 2,500. So that's quite cool. So we could have Wembley. Wembley's pretty cool. Let's get that one. Just buy it, yeah. Because that's quite a cool stadium to play in. So let's see whether that works. Oops, hang on. Then when you've got it, right trigger to confirm your items. Back out. And then let's go to the club, stadium, structure. Should be sitting in here now. There you go, Wembley Stadium. Yeah, that's a cool stadium. And then that's the final bit. We're just going to double check that even big stadiums like this one work. So you can see Wembley Stadium is the one selected. Game settings. And there you go. So yeah, even Wembley, we can change it. So we could have night time as well. As to why, like I say, it appears to be because the Foot Stadium struggle in certain times of the day and causes issues. So they make the decision to lock it. But at least here you can change the season, the time of day, the weather, if you pick a non-Foot Stadium. If that was useful to you, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments, very welcome. Even if it's a simple, oh, cool, that's great, thanks so much, or anything like that is great because it helps other people discover this video. Thank you so much if you just spend a moment doing that. I also have a little look at the rest of my channel. I've got loads of FIFA 22 tutorials, many tutorials on other games as well. If you like what you see, I publish dozens of videos on a weekly basis. Hit that subscribe button, you'll be kept up to date with my future videos. Thanks so much for your support.